Well, holy smokes, folks. Holy green crypto bubbles. It is green again. So we had a good run on Thursday and Friday. Things sort of like cooled down just a little bit just yesterday, and now it is green again. As of the time of this recording, I just saw that Bitcoin just reached a new all-time high. So things are doing pretty damn good. So is this the start of a new run-up? If it is, if it isn't, who the hell knows? If it is, how long will it last? Will it be, a couple of days or a couple of weeks or a month or more? Who the hell knows? But the good news is that the greed is getting green. Right? So we're going into some greed territory here. The greed is flowing. So that's when it's a good time to consider taking profits. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Kaspa, right? Talk about Kaspa. Now, I have this interesting love-hate relationship with Kaspa. So I look back, and when I started buying Kaspa, it was like late 2023, early 2024, when I realized it was the bomb, it was it. And I started selling a bunch of my Bitcoin for Kaspa. So I'm over here looking at, when to sell, when to take profits, when to swing trade, and so on. So I started selling my Bitcoin around 35,000, 40,000, and so on to buy Kaspa at like 10, 11, and 12 cents. And I'm over here running the calculations, right? And I was like, in order for me to like break even, I would have to see a 44-cent Kaspa, right? So this is like the pain that a lot of us have felt. A lot of people are frustrated, and I hear you, right? Because if I had just held my Bitcoin, I would have seen a 4x from the time that I sold it to like right now, right? You're talking 120,000. We just had an all-time high with Bitcoin, $119,000 Bitcoin, right? So if I'd held at 40,000, it's like, things like that. You're talking about like a 3x, like 35,000 on selling my Bitcoin. So yeah, it's kind of nuts. But and then I got Kaspa, and it's been relatively flat or actually down. So if, let's say my average Kaspa buy price is 11 cents, and I would have to like multiply it by, let's say, a factor of 4 and come up with 44 cents. Now the question is, if Kaspa pumps over the next couple of months or so in this run up to, let's say, 50 cents, right? And I start selling at 50 cents, I end up with I have this difference calculator right here, 44 to 50 cents, and it comes up with a 12% gain, which isn't much, right? But I don't want to think of it that way, because look at this like this. I don't believe, if you've seen any of my other previous videos, for a fact that I don't believe that the bull run is going to top out this year. And we're going to see a run up like right now, and it's not going to be like the top. It's not going to top out. That's going to happen like next year. It's going to happen down the road. I mean, I'll get into that a little bit more in this video, but I look at it like this. If I want to swing trade and I want to make some money, right? I mean, I could just let Kaspa pump to 20 cents, right? And I'll start cashing out, I cash out at 30 cents, 40 cents, right? And then let it go back down again in a few months, and then you buy back in, and you actually have more Kaspa. So you cash out, runs to its local top, and you buy back in. So, I don't want to be like one of those people who, people like a lot of people, what they do is they buy, let's say it's been $1,000 on a token. They watch it pump to like a 5x. Let's say they did that. Let's say, for example, let's say they did that during the last run up right after election day, right? And they watched some token pump to like $5,000, and they spent $1,000, and then they watched her coming right back down because they didn't take any profits. And then, come March, April, when everything is like crazy low at the bottom, their bag is like, instead of $1,000, instead of $5,000, instead of $1,000, it's actually lower than that. it's like $300. So you look at it like this, if it's going to start pumping right now, yeah, you shouldn't wait till like it goes all the way to the top again, because it might not, because if we have another local run, it just might not make it to where it did before. So it's like your floor, your floor right there is $200 in that particular example. So then you should, if it pumps again and it pumps to like, what is it? Like, what did I say, $300? Or let's say it pumps to like $1,500. So you got your 5X right there. So you got to look at it like that. You missed out on the last opportunity. So you got to take advantage of this opportunity, because if you don't, then you're going to miss out again. So you got to learn to take profit. So I'm looking at it like this, like, yeah, I could have been up like 4X if I just held my Bitcoin and not sell Kaspa, not buy Kaspa. But, it is what it is, right? And I have my Kaspa right now, and I say my average buy price, for example, is like, 11 cents or whatever it may be. And if it starts pumping and it pumps to like, 20 cents, 30 cents, I'm gonna look at the charts. I'm not gonna target a particular price. I'm gonna look at the charts. I'm gonna see how things are going and see how the market is flowing. I'm gonna look at the news and see, what's bullish out there, and if I should sell, and that's what I'm gonna sell. So that's like, nothing here is financial advice, but my first piece of advice when you're looking at when to sell is just don't try to target any specific number. Don't try to target a specific number. Don't feel bad about yourself because you missed out during the last pump and you want to match what you could have had the last time, because guess what? This time you might not match it again, and you might miss out again. So, yeah, that's that with that. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about this cycle, right? So, So I have this up. Bitcoin dominance. A lot of people keep saying that this is the run up. It's starting right now. It's like it's end of July. It's going to keep running up until November. And I wish that would be the case, man. If, I hope. I don't know if I hope I'm wrong. I don't care if I'm right or wrong, right? But and it would be cool if things just start pumping to the moon like really, really soon. But yeah, I take a look, and I've explained this before in previous videos in detail, and I guess I just run through it right now real quick, that when Bitcoin dominance starts to decrease, it usually takes 11 months for it to get down to for the top to happen. So it happened in 2017, it happened in 2021, right? And what we have right now is just Bitcoin dominance just keeps on pumping, right? So is it going to make a U-turn right now? I don't know. Is it going to make a U-turn? If it does, if it makes that U-turn, and then if it follows the previous tool bull cycles and it's 11 months, then, we're talking about starting from now, 11 months out. That means the top is next June. So, could it be shortened? Yeah, but it could be short. Could it be shortened down to 4 months? Man, I doubt it. I doubt it. I think Bitcoin dominance is going to keep on increasing over the next few months. I don't think Wall Street is going to start letting it happen yet, because they're not going to let it happen. They're going to let it pump a little bit and then take profits, and pump a little bit and take profits. And look, the market conditions are not out there. The market conditions are not what they need to be in order to get to a top. I mean, it's really not. We have global liquidity really pumping really good, the last few months, but things like that. The M2 money supply is not matching up in the United States. Is not matching up to whatever the other central banks are doing worldwide. Interest rates are not cut yet. Money printing is not starting. There's so many things that need to just happen, right? So a lot of people think that money printing and interest rates are synonymous. I mean, they're both good, but they're not the same thing. They both help to get money flowing and investment flowing and in the economy. So cutting interest rates, and there are certain times in history where the government does one or the other, not both at the same time. So, it has happened in the past. So it's something that needs to happen for us to have this pump. Now, I've showed this before. This is the M2 money supply adjusted by percent change over month. And typically, we never, in every, I know the 4 previous bull cycles. So yes, there was 4 bull cycles. 2 of them were 4 years. 2 of them were 2 years. 2 of them lasted 2 years. 2 of them lasted 4 years. This kind of differs from what a lot of the influencers say, that, you know, that it's always 4 years and the top is always in November. Now, something I've pointed out, and I'm trying to run through this real quick because I've gone into this into like extreme detail in previous videos. But let's go back to the previous bull run. Let's say January of 2019, and we'll stop it at in 2021, right? So in every single bull cycle, see, we had the Bitcoin top in November 2021, right? And always either 18 to 24 months prior, we had huge money supply tops. When based on this particular chart, this is the M2 money supply. Like I said, adjusted by month over month rate of change. Now, so this was COVID, right? So in every single cycle in the past, we've had something like this appear 18 to 24 months prior. So if we go down to this cycle, right? We haven't really had that happen yet. We like it's happening right now a little bit globally, but it's really not happening to the extreme, right? We had the opposite extreme, because we had crazy amounts of tightening, right? And, you know, there's no really push of the money supply. Now, going back here again, this happened right here just because of COVID. So it's like, this is what I've been saying all along, that the cycles don't have to be 4 years. And if not for COVID, only one of the cycles would have been 4 years, because the previous cycle would have been much longer, because this top right here, money supply, would have been like all the way out here, would have been like a year later or whatever. So the previous bull run was cut short to 4 years because of COVID. So I just keep running through this, and I keep looking at it. It's like, there's no way that any of the market conditions that will allow a Bitcoin top to happen are just happening. There's nothing. Anyways, guys, I mean, that's my plan with Kaspa. When are we going to get that Lambo? I don't know, man. Hopefully soon. But yeah, I mean, it's like, and you look at it like this. You gotta look at it like this. Wall Street is here, and the cycles are different now. You know, we got to play the game differently. We have to, right now, we have to sort of adapt to their rules, right? Because you can't just get in, buy a token, wait 6 months, and then, you know, buy a Lambo. So it's not like that anymore. So you gotta play their game now, because the smart money is here, the big money is here, and there's nothing we can do about it if you know, interest rates are not cut, money printing is not happening. It's going to happen, right? We got Trump's big beautiful bill, but we for now we got to play by their rules. And basically, what they do is they keep on buying a little and selling a little, keep on like taking profits. They goes back down when retail is buying, you know, they're selling, and when retail is like, it's like, oh man, you know, it's like, you know, I've had enough, I'm selling and stuff. They just buy right back. So take some profits along the way, and who knows, even maybe you don't even have to wait for, you know, the bull run top. Maybe at a local top you can go in and, you know, make some reasonable, you know, gains, you know, buy, like I say, buy that Lambo. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to wait. Just keep on swing trading. And that's what I do. Like in my community, this is cool. I just launched this tool. I actually just started using it. I figure I put this as the test. I saw that Ski Max Dog was pumping, and I realized I don't have that much. Well, like I don't know. I don't remember having as little as $60 worth. So I'm like, I was like, there must be another wallet. I have like tons of different wallets. I'm probably on a tangent, but I use my one key to swing trades. And so basically what I'm doing is I track my trades, and whenever I add a new entry, so let's say right now it's 0.2% below current price. This is my sell price. That means it's still pumping, right? So so if it's still pumping, maybe tomorrow this particular token, it'll pump some more, and I want to buy some more, and and I want to sell some more, and it'll average out every single transaction record, so then I can just come back in and say, okay, what is my average sell price, right? And then when it comes back down, I'll keep selling as it goes to the top, selling as it goes to the top. When it comes back down, right, this will get the real-time price and calculate it, what price is is a good entry point, a good point to just buy back in. So this is I call it a trade assister. This helps you to swing trade. So this can be accessed through this particular website, Crypto Rich. And you can log in using the WAP. So this is, link in the description below, cryptorich.vip. And you can log into this thing in the same way you log into like a Google, using a Google thing, but you see log in with your WAP. So this is the WAP store. And yeah, prices are pretty cool. We got a very small, vibrant community. Prices are not that high yet. People keep telling me I should raise my prices because they're surprised that I don't get a bunch of chuckleheads who think they're going to become rich in the next month after buying. But everybody's like really awesome, in the community. Not only that, we got like tons of other tools that help us to trade and just notify us of like crazy amounts of stuff, right? So we got this, so we monitor KAS, where we know when our coins are getting centralized exchanges. We have all this right here when coins get listed on the tier ones. We have like crazy amounts of stuff. We have the insider alert, it produces new coins for us. Same thing, obviously there's buy and sell alerts. We got the new coin alert and things listed on new coin market cap. We have the DEX alert and different algorithms from the insider alert. Just crazy amounts of stuff. All-time high alert is just awesome. It tells us when our coins are, achieve an all-time high or coming near an all-time high, and it'll, let us know when to take profits. And we've been getting into degen trading like recently, and so we have these degen base alerts, degen Solana alerts, and this DEX monitoring tool. So it's really hooked into trying to find some really good plays. So we're like totally active into refining these right now. So it's working out good. We made some really good pumps. We made like a 60x with one pump. It was called Buy by the Cat. Ticker symbol is BTC. What else? We did like we did a 30x on another. We're doing some really awesome stuff in here. So click that link in the description below if you want to be a part of this. You want to gain access to all these tools. I doubt you can find any other community that has anything like this. So click that link in the description and click that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And I will see you soon.